Halloween is coming up and I am excited. I'm not really excited to trick or treat, but instead I'm excited over the candy, getting to stay home from school and have a small break, and fall. So, if you didn't know, fall is my favorite season. It's cold, but not too cold where you slip everywhere on ice, and it's not too warm like the summer. It's the best mix, and not just that, there's also Halloween, which is my favorite holiday, and the leaves turn all orange and red. Now, sadly, I live in Sweden, and where I live, it's not hardcore Halloween trick-or-treating. That I've barely ever had a trick-or-treater turn up on my door to ask for candy, and whenever I've gone out to trick-or-treat as a child, there's not been a lot of children that has done the same. So, growing up in a boring town with barely any trick-or-treating isn't a lot of fun. But I still have a few memories of a time where we celebrated Halloween. So, the earliest memory of Halloween of which I remember was when I was a kid and out trick-or-treating with friends. And where we lived, we had one street that had houses all around the block, and then if you walked up the hill, it was the exact copy of houses up there as well. So, we walked around these houses, and when we came to one of the houses and knocked, an old woman opened. She didn't have any candy, so instead she handed us some money. When I went home, I told my mom about the money, and that's that. I don't remember what I used the money for. Probably candy. Another memory takes place a few years later. We lived in a new place in an apartment, and one Halloween we had this small Halloween party with our cousins. So we split into teams of two, and since we were only 4 people, there were only 2 teams. My brother's team and my team. We were going to go around the neighborhood and trick-or-treat, and whatever team got the most candy won. Whatever team won didn't really win anything, but the satisfaction that they got the most candy. So the race started and we walked to as many places as possible. Luckily, we lived in a huge neighborhood with many apartments and small houses. And just like before, up a small hill were a copy of the houses and apartments. So we walked around, and when my cousin and I were satisfied, we went back to see my brother and cousin had already returned with way more candy than us. So we would have lost if I didn't find out that he had cheated and gone to our apartment and trick-or-treated getting a lot of candy. But they still won. But for me, it's cheating. And I think we won, since we went the honest way of trick-or-treating. The last memory isn't about trick-or-treating, but when I was 9th grade, me and my friends talked about throwing a Halloween party at someone's house and have a sleepover. I took the honor of throwing the Halloween party at my house, which this time takes place in a new house. Once more. This time we're in an apartment, but we weren't going to go trick-or-treating. Oh no. I spent weeks planning on what to buy for kind of stuff, set up the apartment, made games, and had the horror movies to show. I put in a lot of money for this Halloween party, and in the end, it showed. We had this billboard of this clown with working lights, drinks with their own kind of creepy label, a ton of candy and food. We were all going to dress up as well, so I decided to be a ghost. And not one of those normal ghosts with a sheet over them. Nope. I got this shirt and put fake blood on it, and I even had contacts in my eyes. So we played a game where we're going to walk around and all that, trying to find where to go. But it wasn't really the best, as no one really knew where anything was. But that wasn't the only game we had. We had another question game, Halloween themed. After all of that, it was a bit late and we decided to watch a horror movie. As I said before, it was a sleepover, so in the morning, when we were all awake, we decided to watch another horror movie. Because why not? So yeah, that's the Halloween memories I have. I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a great day, as well as having a creepy Halloween. Bye!